this rock in the water? You know, it's a fire pit, a bake oven. What? This is where you want to dig. This is falling right out of the bank. First screen in here. I got multiple artifacts in my screen. I see a little triangle that flakes rubbed hematite. Look at it. This is what you want. This fired rock is where all the concentrations of artifacts are at. You see the point? It's right here. It looks really nice. All right, folks, Daymaker. It's one of them little awesome ones. Basal thinning. I found lots of these this year. That's a beautiful point, lightly serrated on the edge. True bow and arrow projectile, just, and I haven't even gone through all this. I'm gonna go get my boat and dig here. So what I look for is the fired rock, the fire pits. If they have flint, even a little bit in them, you're really gonna get on the artifacts. I might find 5 points in here. That makes my day. Needle tip, perfect condition. Imagine that on a little arrow. Wow, wow. All right, when I get up here to the boat, I've been finding pottery all through here in the water, but that's the best looking spot. I kind of probe places out, then I get to them, and the best places with the most fire rocks where I always dig. That's why I find points consistently. I'd show you, look at some of these pottery shards. There's one, here's another one. And look at some of the Flint Ridge flakes. There's real tiny Riverton bird points and 2 artifacts in the first screen in the fire rock. That triangle is nice. All right, I'll get back on my next find. I'll put one more on this one. We'll do a short video. Short videos do good. I'll do a couple live screens and then I'll start a new video. All right, I'll show you what I'm doing. See all that fired rock? It's falling out of the bank. I can see where it's come out and I can see the rest of the fire pit. Everything associated with it and around it is the key. Most of the stuff inside of it's going to be fire popped apart. Like if it was a little triangle in, like, let's say they were cooking a rabbit there, chances are it's going to have fire damage, or in a fish, who knows. But look at it. You know, there's only 6 inches of material here on the base clay. About 6 inches of this, and it's loaded with artifacts. Right here. Let's see, there should be flakes at least. I'll have to get this screen down. Look at the fired, cracked up rock. This is what I'm looking for, baby. Can't see nothing yet because there's so much rock. I'll have to put less. Well, look there. There's a piece of that flint temper pottery right there. Real thin, real well-made stuff. I don't know if that's Mississippian, to tell you the truth, or those bird point people. The Flint Ridge bird points. I think it's the Flint Ridge bird points because of the material in it. There's a flake. I'll start seeing lots of them now. There's a flake right there, 2 flakes and a piece of pottery so far. I'm just going to power through this and try to make several videos and see if we can't get some more points. Wow, this looks good, folks. I think there's probably 5-6 points laying right here around me. Easy, that many. It's just getting them, taking the time and doing this. And then every time the water comes up, a few more will wash out and I'll come back and dig. Wow, I'll get back at you. I got something that would have been kind of cool here. Look at that tip. It's got a piece of the cortex on it. It's broke there. That's an archaic piece, you can tell by the cross section. Man, that's a shame. There's going to be a lot of points come out of here. A lot. Look at that cracked up fire rock. This is what you want. You get in that, you want to start digging around it. I usually go in a V right off the corner. If I'm on dry land, a V or a T. Dig a trench and then go off of it and go off every edge of it. And you'll get into concentrations of stuff. In the water, you just want to dig right in it. because all the stuff, there's another little piece of pottery right there, little tiny piece. So 2 artifacts and 3 shovelfuls of dirt. That's pretty concentrated. I've found 4 points in one screen like this in a place like this before. I think 4 is the record. I've done 2 many times, and then just, you know, single screens with smokers. All right, later. All right, I looked at my clock. I've been right here for 1 hour and 15 minutes, found all this stuff. Several pieces of real nice rubbed hematite. Look at that piece, facets all over it. Here's another one. A beautiful little point, all kinds of pottery shards, flakes of high quality flint, a tip off something that would have been great. Well, that would have been nice. Look, it's orange. Look at this, that would have been nice. 1 hour and 15 minutes, I'm starting another video. I got a scorcher in my screen. It's pretty nice. It'll be in the next upload. See that, 1 hour 15 minutes. I average a point an hour, on a nice point an hour at least, on these kind of sites, digging in fire pits. Hope you enjoyed, folks. Yeah, you can see the slit, the glass cut on my finger there. That's why I had a band-aid on it there before it fell off in the water today. Them things hurt. But here's this little point. You can see it almost looks like a flute on it, but that's pressure flaked off. I could do that pressure flaking. It's a basal thinning strike. You can see the late serrations on it. It's just tiny. You know, that fit on a penny. Just look at that deadly tip. It's a little like small game point, but this would kill a man. It would. It'd put the hammer on you. Look at that. Wow, that's pretty nice. And here's some other ones, all recent. Look at these ones in the bottom row. Look at this one here, from 15 miles down the river. Same basal thinning strike, same serrations, same tip, same point, pretty much. They're just made off a template, a cultural template. Look at them. And there's some more little recent ones of different materials, and here's some other stuff from this video. Here, I would call all of this shell-tempered Mississippian cultural period pottery, and these are Mississippian cultural period points called Madisons, and I would guess they're 1,000 years old on this site. If I had to guess for a bet, you know, if they did some radiocarbon testing in there, I would put my money on 1,000 years ago, and I'd be pretty close, I think. But I got some bigger pieces today, especially in the second half of the hunt. I got some huge pieces. But all these divots are where the shell was. It's shell tempered, and it's leached away over time, just dissolved. And all that's left is the fired clay. Here's some other pieces. There's a little piece there. Sorry, it's a little wet. It was in the bottom of a coffee cup. I got several pieces of rubbed hematite. You can see, look at the facet right there. See the edge? This is an exhausted one, but it's nice. It's been rubbed all on that face. That's pretty cool, huh? And here's another one. Got that in the screen with that little point. This is lower quality hematite. Probably rubbed some off on my finger here. I don't know. Nah. But here's the piece of pottery that you can see. This stuff's thinner, finer, and it's got crushed up white flint ridge in it. And I've looked at it under magnification. It is flint ridge. It's just crushed like in a mortar or something. That was off something nice. And I find bird points there. I don't think this, you can see how it's different. I think this pottery's older. I think it's late archaic into early woodland and associated with them tiny bird points. And I know these tiny bird points are there because of the flakes of flint ridge, and I've been there before, and I've found the tiny Riverton bird points. They have ground notches, ground base, and they're true bow and arrow points. Here's the tip. I think this is something archaic. You can see the cross section of it. You can see right here is the cortex of the river cobble, but the base is broke off. I don't know if this is a little knife or a projectile, but it looks old to me. It just does. And here's some more Madisons. I've got a whole dish full of them up on my house that I found recently. Some that are this quality. That's a dandy. Look at that. I've showed these before, so I'm not going to show them again. Just let you eyeball them. I'm going to put this one, but that's crazy how these two are off a site, you know, 15 miles away, 20 miles away. I'd have to look at a map, but it's a good haul. And then this one today just looks like them. That's pretty nice. And I'll have another video on here, I don't know, in 3 or 4 days. I found some more good stuff in the second hour. Hope you enjoyed, folks. Later, folks. Squirrel Man started getting metabolic bone disorder because he didn't have enough calcium in his diet, and I've had to give him like antacid pills because they crushed up with fruit juice over the last few days. He wasn't doing good the other night, but he snapped out of it. Now look at him, he's drinking puppy milk formula. Tell him you're on the road to recovery. Just something I didn't know about. It's common in captive squirrels. You have to keep calcium in their diet. And I've been giving him too much fruit. You don't want no more? Was you wiping your mouth off? Look at this good boy. You want some more? He must be done. He's drank a whole Dixie cup full of it, but he's doing better. I thought he wasn't going to make it a couple nights ago, but he's really snapped out of it. We got the calcium back in him. I'm going to change his diet. He's doing better. Look at him. I'll keep you updated. He's doing okay now. But he has weak bones, so I'm going to have to get him built up. He's got to stay in a different cage for a while and do some rehab. That was just that cat. I'm not letting him get you. He's been tired, but he's doing much better. Alright. Thanks for watching.